I thought I sent it out, but I didn't. And actually, I didn't think I sent it out. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's say DT 318193. Select database, Daily Toaster. Wow. Join us for the toast. We are live now. Let me go down here. Launch. Quick launch. Alright. So, black signal is out. Let's move forward to where we were. There we go. Chat. Alright. Can y'all hear me? Check 1, check 2. Alright, chat is up. Black signal is out. Streaming on 5 platforms, which is cool. Still waiting for a new device to come through. I gotta get the tripod. I gotta get the extension cord for the mic. We're gonna work it all out. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. We'll have everything going. Great Umoja to Brother Kwame. I see you out there. So, without any further ado, family, welcome to the Congregation of the Mighty. This is the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Ooh, Anime. Who been messing with you, girl? Anime, you sound kind of hoarse. What's going on? Oh, goodness. Oh, Shasha Mosh. Let's try it again. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Thank you, girl. Thank you for clearing your voice. This is a Heart of Summer production. Of course, this is the Daily Toast. We strive to blow up your old paradigm. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. What should we say? Breathe, then drink. Man. Now lift your breath and get some water. Get your bottle of that water. Just have to have it. Put that bottle of that water. Just it for your water. Drink. What should I say? Lift, then drink. Now, move your body and drink some water. Stretch it. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Just move your body. Drink. Or should we say, move, then drink. Now, raise your glass and toast your ass. Raise drink. What should I say? Live, toast, take your breath and drink some water. Lift it for yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. But if you want to stay healthy, remember, breathe, drink, eat, move. Take your breath. Live and pour through your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink with Once again, we didn't make it. Some days we on, some days we off. But either way, every day we got to push through, right? All right, family. I want to say great Umoja to each and every last one of you. I want to thank you for joining us this morning, taking the time to come and lift up our glass and toast the ancestors. Hold on. I got stuff popping up I don't need popping up. Just go on away. There you go. Alright, so let's go and do this toast. I'm not feeling 100% right now. So let's go and get the toast and maybe I'll get a little bit of rest before I go to work. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Okay, we got a little bit of red June till I get my stuff together. Listen to that. That's such a nice sound. See how it pours after I've opened it yesterday. Not as fizzy as the first time. But this will last us till the green tea is done. Alright, so we're going to lift up our glass. We're going to toast the Creator. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Toast the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up the Creator and we say, Ashe. And then we move to our list of our illustrious ancestors and we say, Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Tex, Ellen Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Christopher Manny Gaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, of Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Tways, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Pilar, Montague Pimenel, Nomo X, Pat Ma Ra, Malika Pakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Albert Bropro, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Study, Lucy Wright, Dick L. Pulley, and the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Reed Nelson, Mr. Reggie Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Rem J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rain Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Welly, Peter Farmer, Augusta Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodorus Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Southern Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Peter Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Jane World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, and Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs, the Senior, Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delimon Arias, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robertson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanoberry, Wilson Headley, Alma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, President Bruce Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G. 2 Gibson, Donald Hill, Richard Gleaves, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, May Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Garrett Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alston, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Carwell Sr., Robbie Lee, Carwell, Novea Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. On to our book. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice, Denisa Gore, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid Isin, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant. Where I heard that before, Gant. Alright, so family, we lift up our glass to all of our ancestors and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move on. Gant. Okay, I'm going to have to look that up. Alright. From there, we move to the present moment, and in this moment, we are in Umoja. And we're going to activate the reticular formation. We're looking for our principle today, and the principle that we on the hunt for is Umoja, which, for those that don't speak the language, means unity. This is the day of unity. This is the day of Umoja, right? The modern principle today is truth. Color is violet. Mentalism is the hermetic law of the day. Male name for the day is Quojo. Female name is Ajua. We lift up our glass and we salute the power of this moment. We call on the power of this moment so that we can move forward and strengthen and empower. We call on and we say Ashe. From there we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And we lift up our glass and we salute our babies, right? Our babies in advance. Our future warriors, our future nation builders, our future elders. We toast them in advance so that they will be conscious enough to toast us. From there, family, we move on to all of our relations. We toast all of our relations and we say Ashe, right? From there, family, we move from all of our relations to the selfish toast. What is it that you need in this moment? Toast and we say Ashe, right? Last but not least, family, I toast the most fabulous, magnificent, marvelous, uplifting, outstanding, beautiful, strong, intelligent individual in the room. And guess who that is? That's you. Lift up my glass to you. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. I'm going to sip on this a minute. I don't know. Great tasting June. You did a real good job on this blend here, man. This was one of the first ones you did too. So I guess sometime all we gotta do is let these things sit. So I'm gonna have to start making a private stock. Just like, put the dates on it, so that 100 years from now, one of my grandkids could pop open and be like, well, we're going to have us an ambrosia from 2021. My grandfather did this on an Umoja. Right? Like, okay. All right, family. Stomach don't feel right. I'm up. I'm out. Y'all have a great day.